Welcome back to Micronesia Week here on Living 808. Now, throughout Micronesia, family is everything. And there is a saying, I can always find another job, but I cannot find another family. Welcome back to Living 808.
That's right. We continue our series on Micronesians in Hawaii with a look at how life here has impacted family life and shaped the way young people share their culture. Life on an isolated island in Micronesia often means being reachable only by boat. There is no police and no social infrastructure, and under these conditions, the family unit becomes the basis for survival, for celebration, and social status.
Now, the typical traditional household in Micronesia is very fluid. It can vary in composition, but is usually comprised of related individuals. Family life is multi-generational, consisting of an immediate family and extended relatives, including grandparents, siblings, and their spouses and children. It also is common for children to be adopted by relatives.
Sometimes non-related individuals become attached to families and their households. This is similar to the traditional Hawaiian practice of hanai. In addition to family, many Micronesians form strong ties with their village neighbors or people from nearby islands, often maintaining contact even after moving to Hawaii.
These relationships are helping Micronesians organize themselves as they build new lives and new communities right here in Hawaii. Now, over 30 years have passed since the first major wave of Micronesian immigration to Hawaii. During that time, the strong sense of continuity and commitment have helped families stay intact despite facing many challenges.
Yeah, the children of those first immigrants now represent a new generation of Micronesians. Most were born here in Hawaii, went to school here, and are now preparing to enter adulthood. Each year, the Micronesian Youth Summit provides an opportunity for them to meet and share ideas about their heritage and their culture.
We're finding out today more about Micronesian youth and, in particular, the Youth Summit. Joining me is former Summit attendee and now organizer Kaynard Naroon. Thank you so much for being with me. I appreciate it.
Thank you for having me, John.
Can you tell our viewers what the Micronesian Youth Summit is and how did it come into existence?
Dear Mom and Dad,
I want to say the Youth Summit began as just occasional field trips to UH Manoa with friends and relatives, other Micronesians in our small community at the time. Our community leaders would organize these trips to expose us to higher education and inspire us to pursue it. These trips grew in size over the years where we eventually needed to rent school buses to bring all the kids there. So those were the seeds being planted back in the day. Eventually organized this big event that would come to be known as the Micronesian Youth Summit.
What exactly goes on? What happens at the Youth Summit? What kinds of events take place?
We usually open up the event with a prayer and an oli, usually done by a kupuna. The program changes over the years, but usually after opening remarks, the students are greeted with testimonies from various guest speakers ranging from legislators, community leaders, graduates, and those successful within the community. The students are then split into groups to attend various workshops ranging from climate change, civic engagement, advocacy, entrepreneurship, etc. And after the workshops, the students get lunch and explore the resource fair with the many booths and different colleges, the many majors to explore, resources like financial aid, scholarships to apply for, military, so on.
What are the youth learning at the summit? What kind? I know you mentioned workshops and seminars. What are some of the things that they're learning?
So, like for most Micronesian kids, I know they're not strangers to the issues surrounding us and negative attention a few bad apples attract for the community, for the whole community. So they're taught about their civic responsibilities, their right to vote, participating in the census, how important education is and how education alone will bring us up as a whole, other issues relating to climate change back in our islands and being mindful of waste and being consciously green, the housing affordability crisis and homeless crisis that affects our community, the many small Micronesian-owned businesses on the rise and inspiring them to one day pursue that avenue as well. It's a huge spectrum, and that's what the Youth Summit is designed to do, to create this space for our Micronesian and fellow Islander youth to explore and navigate their strengths and passions.
You have a unique perspective as a former attendee and now organizer. How do you think that the summit helped you personally?
So I was an attendee going back to the early years. However, I steered off track and eventually didn't complete high school. But inspired from the Youth Summit, events like this, role models like the late Jojo Peter, Josie Howard, and the team at WOW, and other successful people in our community who come from nothing, who have paved the way for the youth, it provided me with a strong desire to, do well for myself so that I could do well for my community.
What are, in your opinion, what are some of the differences from the previous generation and maybe some of the major influences on this generation?
Some differences would be a lot of the older generation were raised back home. So back home, they have to survive off the land, things like that. Coming over here, there's that whole language barrier. And what I feel is this generation, my generation, the youth, is we have this advantage over them because we're raised over here. We still practice our cultural values, we're rooted, but we're also knowledgeable in the culture over here and Western society.
As a community organizer, what are some of your hopes for Micronesians in Hawaii?
I hope the Micronesians out there can take part in voting and participating in the U.S. Census.
And of course, the Youth Summit, you can check them out online. We'll have all the information on our website, KHON2.com. I just like the fact that there are people out there in the community that are trying to help their own groups and communities, the smaller communities in the bigger communities. It's great. I think I love the fact that people are helping out.
Yep, I agree too. I love that. Seriously.
All right, our special series on Micronesians in Hawaii is made possible thanks to the support from the U.S. Census 2020.
That's right. They want to make sure that every person in Hawaii is counted so that communities receive resources they need to build a better future.
Now, the goal of the 2020 census is a complete and accurate count of everyone living in the United States and its 5 territories.
The census provides critical data that lawmakers, business owners, teachers, and many others use to provide daily services, products, and support for communities.
The results determine how hundreds of billions of dollars in federal funding are allocated to more than 100 programs, including Medicaid, Head Start, Community Mental Health Services, and SNAP.
Yes, but most importantly, the 2020 census will provide a snapshot of our state and our nation, who we are, where we live, and so much more. It's important that you participate, so be sure to fill out the survey form you received in the mail.
And you can submit your answers by phone, mail, or online at 2020, that's 2020, census.gov. The census website is a safe, secure, and easy-to-use way to do your part in making this year's census a success.